boys and girls hairstyles. Today I have Tammy with me. She's my amazing cousin, and anyway, we have a blast when she's here. Her haircut is super, super cute. She's extra good at styling it. I know a lot of people, after I cut the hair, like, I have a hard time styling it. Anyway, she has a really easy time styling it. But, so, when I had asked her, can we show your haircut? She's like, yes, but just, it's long. It's short, or I want it short and it's long. So, anyway, we are going a little bit shorter with her just because it's so grown out. We're gonna start here on the top. She just wants this really easy to where she can just lift it up like this. When she dries it. Yeah, I wish she lived closer, but hey, at least we get to see each other now that I have done her hair for a long time. So it's fun. We used to didn't get to see each other hardly ever, but now her daughter lives just about 20 minutes away, 15, 20 minutes away from me. And so it's fun. She comes and stays with her and then gets her hair done. And so I get to see her. It's fun. Love it. I love it. Okay, so down here at the bottom, I bring it in just a little bit more on an angle, just so it kind of goes a little bit tighter down here. And I love to point cut into this. And some people will ask, what's the difference in point cutting or just cutting? And the difference is in point cutting, you're going to come in on an angle and point cut. So it's not all straight. Okay, now say if we was gonna straight cut, I would come up to my fingers and I would just cut straight. Well, it just makes it really, I don't wanna say grandma-ish because I'm a grandma now, you know? But it can make it look more just too set in my eyes and mind. I just think that like point cutting into it just gives it a little bit more movement than just that straight cut. And so that's why I like to point cut into it, just because it gives it a little bit of different layering, which I wouldn't even say layering, just different lengths. And you wouldn't think that that much would make that big of a difference, but it really does. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold this, take this length. Okay, and now after we get this side cut, then we'll come back and kind of shape that back. Okay, so point cut. Yeah, being a grandma is the best. I love it so much. I wish they lived closer. I mean, some of you out there are probably like, wow, RaDona, but she's an hour away, which isn't far, but I wish she was 1 minute away or 5 minutes, and then I'd get to see her a ton. But it's okay. I'm grateful that she's only an hour away. It's just crazy, that love. I remember Tammy telling me, she's like, you just wait. There is a love that is just, you just can't even explain it. And yep. So today she asked me, so was it like I told you? I'm like, oh yes, definitely was. Okay, so same thing on this side. I'm gonna bring this length, take that off. Okay, and then her bottom, I'm gonna take some of this length. Okay, and then we will just clean this up a little. And did you like that shorter last time when we did this nape? Okay. So I think what we'll do is after I style her, we're gonna take that a tiny bit shorter. We'll just check it out after we dry her, but I'll show you what I mean by going a little shorter. Okay, now up top, we're gonna come in, point cut. Again, see, there's just different lengths there. And if I was just to go straight across, which I'll show you, like straight across, it's just cut really, I just like a little bit of dimension with it. I just think it helps the look when, like the finished look, just adds. Okay. And sometimes it's hard, like, to learn how to start point cutting, especially if you're like, you know, you like things straight and you like things even and you like, I mean, there is obviously a way to point cut and have everything be straight and even, but it's hard in your mind to sometimes just follow a line without the actual line that you are cutting. So if you struggle with that, just keep it up. You'll get it, I promise. You will, you will. I remember I had a gal come to me and she wanted a really, really, really messy, totally different length pixie. And I mean like chunks out of the top and then some long and some. That was probably one of my hardest haircuts that I had done because it needed to be so chunky that, and I like things piecey and chunky, but it was so chunky that it was hard for me to come out of my comfort zone to really cut that uneven and not have things line up. Okay. Just bringing some of that hair behind her ear and taking that off. Is it feeling better, my dear?
Yes.
You're like, yes, get it off. Okay, now there's a lot of hair here. And when I dry it, I like to dry it over this way. So I'm gonna start opening and shutting my shears and coming up into the hair to take some of that length off up through that area. Okay, all right, we'll do that for now. Okay, now this side, I'm gonna come over, take this length off. Connect that to the back. That's the back layer, so that's what I mean by connecting that back. Hold that out. Wow, that was long, Tammy. Mm-hmm. No wonder he was like, yep, you can film as long as you just get it all off. Okay, so we're gonna go down on an angle. And then you can always come over here, just double check where you have cut that and make sure you come the same length on the other side. Okay, all right, now another thing is we're gonna come up through like we did on this other side, open and shut the shears, come up into halfway in the hair here to take some of those pieces out. So you want them uneven, so it's piecey when you go to style. Okay, same thing here, I'm gonna take some of those off. And then usually, if I need to take a little bit more when we dry it, then I obviously do. Okay, so then I just come to the sides, double check. We have more length over here. Take some of this off. Oh, there's that corner, see? So it's so funny, once you start cutting and you go back through and you can feel you'll see like the corners you've missed, or you know, something like that. It's awesome. Love it. And then half of the time with Tammy, after I dry her, sometimes I go even shorter on the top. If I dry it and I'm like, she needs it a little shorter to last her for when she gets back. Just depends. We go every, well, depends when you have to come up, huh? So
yeah.
Guess there's not a real set time, but
7 and 8 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, it's a little thick through this area, you guys, so I'm gonna just come back through here, take some of that off, and you'll be able to feel that, you guys, when you go back through. So yeah, just go back through and check that. All right, now, texturizing. Tammy has a lot of hair, and so I like to take these texturizing shears through. I don't go down to the scalp, just about 1/4 of an inch up. And then the other thing that I'm going to show you that I do with Tammy, just because of how we style her hair, I take the thicker, they're more chunky, texturizing shears, and I go through the top ends of her hair. Just so when she stands it up, it can be really piecey. And that's why I like to point cut and not just do the straight cut. Okay. Awesome. Well, I bet you're feeling lighter.
It feels good.
It's good. I'm like, because that's a lot of hair off, so that's a plus. Okay, now mousse. Like I say, if we need to take some more, we will, and I'll make sure her sides are even when we're dried up. Okay. All right. Now we'll just dry the back down. Back and forth. The more movement you have, the more you will get volume into your hair. So if you have poofy hair or curly hair and you don't want poof, then just dry it in its spot and don't. Less movement is better for you if you don't want volume. Her color's super cute too. We do a bleach and then we do a 4R. On the back window back here, we do a 5N. But then her, her color up through the top is a 5R, or 4R, sorry. And that's from Goldwell, and it's top chic. Back and forth. These epic brushes are super, super nice. They work super good for short hair. They also work super, super good for long hair. It's a good brush to comb out hair. So if you have long hair, it's a great brush. In the description below, there should be a link with the Epic brush on it, if you need an Epic brush. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to turn her into the mirror and style her. See, this is the best part. When it stands up by itself without like back combing, then you have your texture back and your length down and feeling better?
Yes, I'm back.
Yes, you're back. You are back. Woohoo! Okay. Okay. Oh, so fun. Okay, I am gonna back comb just a tiny bit. And then we'll be set. So when I back comb, I just go in, down, and out, kind of like a C shape. In, down, and out. These pin combs are amazing too, because it has the 3 rows of the pins. Then I obviously just spray, and then I just place the hair back into its, where we want it to go. Okay. Oh, so cute. Now I'm just going to check her sides. Come around this way so I can see. So cute. Okay, my dear. I'm just going to take this out of her eye a little bit. That won't last 8 weeks, so I had to get rid of it.
Oh, that's good.
Gotta get rid of that stuff that's not gonna last 8 weeks. Too cute. Okay, so fun. So this is just a fun, messy pixie. I sure hope you enjoyed it. Tammy, thanks again.
Well, you're welcome.
Let me turn her around so you can see how fun and... Okay, awesome, awesome. You guys, thanks again for everything. I hope you enjoyed it. It's super fun doing hair. I love it, if you can't tell. Anyway, thanks so much and have a good day. See ya.